Hi children and hi everyone. In previous video we discussed about the true value, absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage of error. So in this video I am going to explain combination of errors. So here combination of error means the combination of errors should be explained in case of arithmetical operation like addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. So here for example, if you go for in this video I am going to explain combination of errors in case of addition or subtraction. Here there is one rule, it is there already here I mentioned. Look at the board. Combination of errors of sum or difference, that means sum means addition, difference means subtraction. For that we have one rule, it is there. When two quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. See once again, when two quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. That is the principle. Here for example we have one explanation is there. I am taking C is equals to A plus B. C is equals to A plus B, or C is equals to A minus B. C is equals to A minus B. That means here we are getting one quantity C when we are adding A and B. Clear? Here C is the one physical quantity and A and B are different quantities, and here C is equals to A minus B. That means here A plus B, when we are adding A and B, C. In an experiment we have to measure the A and B. Already I told you, while we are doing some experiments we will get some errors. Clear? So the error in the final result, is sum of the errors of the A and B. So I will explain very clearly. So let us see one example here. Here I am taking now Z is equals to X plus Y. In our textbook it relation is there, Z is equals to X plus Y. That is why I am taking Z is equal to X plus Y. Here X, in measuring X, while we are doing some experiment we are measuring the X. While we are measuring the X, there is some error in the finding the value of X. Clear? X and delta X. X is the measured value. And what is delta X? Absolute error. So if you do not have any idea about the absolute error, just go to the previous video. In that video I clearly explained what is absolute error and what is mean by mean absolute error. So for that, if you want clarity, go to the previous video. Here X is the measured value and delta X is the absolute error. While you are finding the X value, there is some error is there. Clear? And Y is the another physical quantity, and that should Y is equals to another measured value. While we are measuring that, then also we have some error is there. So X is the measurement, and for that some error is there, delta X, and Y is the one measurable quantity or value. For that we have error is there, delta Y. So for example, in previous example what I told you, 9.6 is the measured value in experiment of 9.8 meter per second square. This is the G value. Clear? G value, we want to find out the G value is 9.8. So after doing experiment, how much we got? 9.6. We got 9.6. Actual value is 9.8. Then what is the error? 0.2. That means what you have to write? For 9.6 what you have to add? This one. Clear? Children, simple pendulum experiment is there. Then G value is 9.8 meter per second square. if we can perform, how much we got? 9.6. How much difference is there? 0.2. How much error we got? Yes, 0.2. That means we are letting less value. To correct that, we have to add that one. That's why here 9.6 plus 0.2. Clear? Now, for example, this is the 9.x is x and error is what? Delta x. Clear? That means what you have to do here? X plus delta x. Now it is the correct value 9.8, like that. So x is the 9.6 and delta x is the 0.2. Clear? And next thing is delta y. Here we got some value 10. For 9.8 what you got? 10. Then what is the difference here? 10.0, 9.8. Then how much you got? 0.2. How much you are getting? More x's we are getting. That's why here what you have to do? 10 minus 9, 0.2. 10 minus 0.2. Here y is the result value and delta y is the error. Like that, children. So no need to go for more depth. Simply you have to remind x is the measured value and delta x is absolute error of it, and y is the measured value and delta y is the its error. So then what you have, how we can correct that? So now here x is the measured value and delta x is absolute error. Then correct value is what? Correct value of what we can write? X plus delta x. So if you are getting less value, you can add. If you are getting the more, we will get minus. That's why we can take x plus delta x is the correct value. Similarly, y is measured value and delta y is absolute error. Then correct value is what? Y plus or minus delta y. Clear? If you are getting the less value, we can add. If you are getting the more value, we can subtract. So like that. So we are having like this. Then z also we can write. Z is the measured value and its error is delta z. Then what right? Correct value is what? Z plus or minus delta z. Clear? Very simple. So after doing, we are correcting the modifying the x value and modifying the y value. How? X plus or minus delta x, y plus or minus delta y, and like similarly z is equals to z plus or minus delta z. So here, if I am taking this equation number 1, clear? So after that, I am substituting those values. Clear? Z is equals to x plus y, and to correct that one, we are adding some absolute error of z is delta z, that is equals to, and instead of x what you have to write? X plus or minus delta x, and instead of y what you have to write? Y plus or minus delta y. So after that, I am writing now z plus or minus delta z is equals to, here we are bringing side by side x plus y plus or minus delta x plus or minus delta y. Here z plus or minus delta z is equals to x plus y plus or minus delta x plus or minus delta y. From equation 1, x plus y means what? Z. That's why here from equation 1, what you have to write? X plus y means what? Z. Then I am writing z plus or minus delta z is equals to z plus or minus delta x plus or minus delta y. Here z cancel, then what you have? Delta z is equals to delta x plus or minus delta y. Clear? So this is only what you got? Delta z. What is delta z? Absolute error of result. Absolute error of result. And what is delta x? Absolute error of x. And what is delta y? Absolute error of y. That means the resultant absolute error is nothing but sum of absolute errors of individual quantities. Clear? Delta x belongs to x and delta y belongs to y. This is delta x, absolute error of x, and delta y is the absolute error of y. Then balance what you have write? Absolute error of result is equals to what, right? Absolute error of x plus absolute error of y. So that means here this is the principle what we proved. The resultant absolute error value should be nothing but sum of the individual absolute errors. Got children? Very simple. Let us see again. We have relation Z what it is? Z is equals to x plus y, equation number 1. So after that there are some errors in the measurements. For x what you have? Delta x measurement error, and for y delta y. That means we are modifying, we are rectifying the values of x, y, z like that. Z plus or minus delta z. Delta z is the absolute error of z, and delta x is the absolute error of x, and delta y is the absolute error of y. So here this is again equation number 1. After that we are writing x and y side by side. Again x plus y means what? Z. Now z cancel. Then finally what you have? Delta z is equals to delta x plus or minus delta y. So the absolute error of result is the sum of the individual absolute errors of quantities in the relation. Okay. So this is the principle what we explained in the starting of this video. Clear children? So if you understand very clearly, we have one probability is there. Simply I am explaining that. So don't forget children, in addition or subtraction, simply what you have? Delta z is equals to delta x plus or minus delta y. If you can use the addition, we can use the same formula. Subtraction also same formula. Here one probability is there. By using, for example, here first body this one, and this is the second body. Clear? By using the thermometer, first body temperature is known as the 50.5 degrees Celsius. Clear? And this is the second body, its temperature is known as some 30.5 degrees Celsius. Clear? We have two bodies. For them temperature should be measured by the one thermometer. Here 50.5. That should be written as here now 50 plus or minus 0.5 degree Celsius, and here 30 plus or minus 0.5 degree Celsius. Clear? So the value should be shown like this. Then find the error in the resultant one. We want to, here we want to find out the difference of these two. Clear? This is the first body. By using the thermometer, we find the temperature is 50 plus or minus 0.5 degrees Celsius. Here 50 is the original and 0.5 is the error. And 30 is initial one and 0.5 is the error. Clear? That's why here we have to find out the difference of these two. Find the temperature difference. Temperature difference in the result. So that's why what I am writing here, 50 plus or minus 0.5 minus 30 plus or minus 0.5. Here again 50 minus 30. 50 minus 30 plus or minus 0.5 plus 0.5. Actually what you have to do, in general we can do minus. But according to rule what you have? This is the error of the first one and this is the error of second one. So in addition or subtraction we have to write what is that? Delta z is equals to delta x plus delta y. Here delta x value is what? I will write clearly here. The first value is what? T1. T1 is equals to 50 plus or minus 0.5 degree Celsius. So here delta x values I am taking, this is 0.5 degrees Celsius. And second body temperature is what? 30 plus or minus 0.5 degree Celsius. And this is the delta y. So we are separating the 50 minus 30. It's okay, clear. But we have to add these two. Clear? Absolute error of two quantities should be, we have to add them according to this formula. Delta z is equals to delta x plus or minus delta y. 50 minus 30 means what? 20. And now here 0.5 minus 0.5 plus 0.5 is what? 1. 1.0. Clear children? So here 0.5 is the error in the first temperature and 0.5 is the error in the second temperature. Now what is the total error in the result? 1.0. How we are writing 1.0? Delta x, delta y. So by using this one, delta z is equals to delta x plus or minus delta y. So this is about the children, how we can find out the combination of errors in case of addition or subtraction. So I hope you understand. If you can understand this topic, like, share and comment the video and subscribe to my channel for continuation lesson of all intermediate classes. Okay children, I will see you and I will meet you in the next video with next topic.